So today we're going to talk about how being loyal to that old identity of yours, how it's hurting your business growth, and how by rewiring your identity, how your business will grow automatically. And I'm going to draw it on the iPad for you. I have 4 simple steps for you. You are very loyal to that identity. And what I would like to tell you in the beginning is that you need to separate the two. You need to be aware that whatever you tell yourself on the inside your imagination does not need to be relevant or chained up towards this outside world. Most business owners that I talk to, they will have a story in their head based on what they have seen. And from today on, I would like you to stop that. Just a few days ago, I had a talk with a client and he told me I have money blocks from childhood, right? And I told him, I know you do. And he said, what? How do you know? And I told him, you just told me. So, and I know this sounds stupid, but I think you maybe get the point in that when he tells me, I know it's true because whatever he tells about himself is going to be true. That's the whole thing with manifestation. That is the whole thing with as within, so without. The story you tell about it will become the story that is being unfolded. So he was so sure about his beliefs that I knew where he was. Simple. And you will know the same about your business. So you can just tell me in what areas are you struggling, and I will be able to tell you yes, that's true, because you think you're struggling. So we will need to rethink those beliefs and sentences about where your business is. We will need to change your perception about your business, to change the direction about your business. Because being loyal to those identities or those sentences or that old story is so addictive, but it will ruin your life. And this video both goes out to business owners who are already on a trajectory towards greatness, right? I talk to a lot of you guys, but I also talk to some of you guys who are just stuck in this loop of, I think it might be the new ads that are going to save me. And then you will enforce new ads and it will not work. I think it might be this new coworker, this new hire that will help me. And it will just you'll just keep on adding stuff to a to-do list. And then 1 year passes by, 2 years, and it's not really working. And the thing that is not working is you. You have not yet shifted your awareness level to a place in which you believe yourself to be the person that can receive it. And switching beliefs is such a funny thing, because let's say you are in a business area, whatever. You are a realtor, and I ask you, so how many apartments is it possible to sell every week? Just not for you, but just in general. And then you will give me your belief. You'll simply give me your ceiling. Very easy, right? You'll give me a ceiling that is 10, I think. 10 is maximum. And I'll be, okay. So that is your belief, right? That is not ultimate truth. That is just your belief. If I could use Google, ChatGPT, whatever, and they would tell me it's actually possible to sell 30. I could show you maybe a guy from your town selling 30 apartments a week. Then your belief system would change in your benefit, like in your favor, right? It would change so that you would switch. So, okay, so 30. Wow, is that really possible? And that's what is happening in your business. Every time your business grows, it's because of a change in belief. It's because you have a competitor that suddenly does something that you can copy, that changed your belief system about how your business is supposed to be, or it's somebody telling you something that changes your belief about yourself. So it's always a belief issue in terms of how fast your business can grow. And that is why we're going to talk about this. And I'm going to draw just very fast here what it means being loyal to that old identity. So let's say this is old you, and let's say this is new you, right? pretty. And what I'm stating simply is that you're sending all the energy into old you. That is the only thing I'm stating right now. And that is what it means being loyal to it. It means that you pay more attention to thoughts, feelings, behaviors over here than you do in the new one. So every time a thought appears, you have like, I want to be rich mentality. You think you have that mentality. But then old you gets a thought, cannot pay this bill. And you will entertain that thought, really dig into it, be very sad, worried, whatever. You will put all your energy in old you. And if you have like this bank account with energy, your daily energy expenditure, and if we spend it all on old you, that is not changing our awareness level. Your awareness has not shifted. And that is what I told you about dividing the two and switching. It is possible to become this unstoppable force that just divides the two and you have your own list of things that you believe about yourself on the inside while allowing the outside to show something else. And that also means attending way less to old you in terms of thoughts, feelings, because if you actually get to the state where you believe your inside more than your outside, then you don't have to attend to it. And you will see this in the very high end of business owners. Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos. If you see old interviews with them, there's not the shadow of a doubt. It's not like, maybe I will create the biggest car brand in the world, right? That is what is going to happen. You also see the same in the documentary with Kanye West, for example. He just keeps on stating that he is the greatest rapper alive, right? It's simply, I will allow myself to have an internal view about myself regardless of what is showing on the outside. And that is so very normal. And I will make a video next week, I think, about being rational or reasonable or realistic. 3 things you should not be. Why would you be that? Why on earth do you think it will help you to think less about yourself? Because it won't. So we will need to adopt this way of life where new you gets the loyalty, and new you is built from the inside out. So you will just create certain parameters around you as a business owner. I'm the best in my industry. My business grows every day. There's no struggles. Every day works out in my favor. The list goes on, right? This is who you are addicted to now. You are addicted to that person. Every time a thought arises in old you, you will simply say, nope, not true. I am new me, right? To the point where you rehearse it so much that you know nothing else. That is shifting loyalty, and that is shifting awareness, right? So now we're going to talk about like awareness. And we have like your current identity. Then we have assumed identity. And then we have embodied identity. Right? 3 identities that are very different in nature. And all of you, or most of you, stay in this. You stay in this and insist on changing the outside world from this. I will have my business growth and my millions and my car and my house from this. I will employ a tactic, and that tactic, because you're watching this video, might be manifestation. I will, from my current identity, with my current beliefs, employ a tactic, and that will make me rich. No, the hell it won't. Because as within, so without. It's always a matter of changing you. So manifestation is very hard if you're doing it wrong. But almost so simple it's unfair if you do it right. It's stepping back, realizing your awareness, shifting that awareness to a new thing, assuming it. Point number 2, assuming that identity to be the real identity until it becomes the answer, the embodied identity. Some would call it the true you, and I would call it the old you, the you that you have forgot you are. This unstoppable force, unrecognizable, unlimited potential, because that is what you were, and you thought yourself to be that before your parents told you, no, you should be like we would like you to be. Or your colleagues told you, no, you should be like we would like you to be. Or your teacher in school, or the Netflix shows you're watching. All of these, they have a story that they would like for you to live. And you should realize, no, I can just live my own story. And what will I benefit the most from? Living my old story. No, my own story, not my own story. Also my old story. But live your own story. And in some countries, especially my country, but also a lot of other countries in Europe and Scandinavia, they are very bad at accepting people thinking highly about themselves. So in the US, for example, it's way more common, and it's actually a lot of the times encouraged, right? But in Scandinavia, for example, that is not what you should do. You should be kind, obviously, and that's a good thing, but you should pull yourself down so that you are a part of the herd. And what you are doing is being loyal to everyone else than yourself. And if you are right now in a position where you feel anxiety or doubt, realize that the loyalty in you is given to everybody else. Let's give my loyalty to my anxiety, which means I will give it to my circumstances that are making me anxious. You are putting your energy outside of yourself. And this will not have you assume the new identity for such a long time that you will embody it. It simply won't. All right? So now it comes down to the flavor of your life. And I would like for you to ask yourself, how does it taste? And I know this sounds very stupid, but somehow people need it in different ways. And most of the time, I will ask people also on calls, so what do you believe about yourself? And people will tell me the story they think they should tell me. I'm an extension of God. I know I can do everything. I'm just not doing it. Don't tell me what you think I would like to hear. I would like for you to tell me, how does it taste? Current reality. Close your eyes. Feel into the flavor of your awareness right now. Taste on it. And then you will taste, I'm really wanting money right now. I'm really, really looking for this person, or I really want this house, or taste into that. Really feel, so current awareness. What does it believe to be true? Number 2, tell it nope. And not only nope, tell it realize that is just thoughts, feelings, beliefs that you have visited for such a long time that you associate with it. And if you have a hard time disassociating from the flavor of your life, close your eyes and focus on your breathing for 10 minutes and realize that there is an awareness inside of you, like a couple of eyes. They are not there, they cannot see, but somehow they can see every image produced in your head. They can see every feeling, every thought. Just close your eyes, becoming the observer. Realize, so when you go to an image of an old birthday, then take the birthday next year, and next year, and next year, and next year, or whatever else you want to visit with your awareness inside. Realize that thing, seeing that on your inside screen, is who you are. That is who you are. The thing that does not age. And when you realize that, you realize also that the flavor is not you. The flavor is the thing you are tasting. And when you realize that, you realize, okay, so I can just give myself dessert, right? And dessert, and it does not say dessert. So let me be very clear. I'm talking about ice cream here, right? I'm talking about the real deal. Realize that you should give yourself like the ultimate expression on the inside. When you go to the awareness, then what would I like that awareness to be focused on the inside as a business owner? And that is ultimate success. So just my business is just the biggest in the industry. I'm the greatest that has ever lived to do this. I am going to revolutionize this. I don't doubt it. Because why would I doubt it inside? Right? Doubt is also going out. So it's leaving that. I'm not no longer loyal to this inside man. I'm going to be loyal to this outside man. Just for 5 minutes, because that is what I'm used to. No. Tell it no. When loyalty is leaving your door, going outside, tell it nope. You can stay inside. You are grounded, right? Ground your loyalty. I think some of these lines we should write down. But please ground your loyalty right now. It can never leave. You are such a lovely, wonderful human being, an unstoppable force. And you will need to realize it to grow your business. Yeah. And that puts me on to a very important point about catching yourself. So catch the loyalty, right? Ground, loyalty. Build more loyalty. So you need to keep that attention and awareness inside of you on the things that you would like. But grounding loyalty is not enough, because you also have thoughts on the inside just appearing from past memories, right? And you also need to be very aware of them. So build more loyalty to new you is ultimately a matter of catching yourself. Catch yourself falling into thoughts. And I don't mean like immediately in the beginning. Like you will have something going bad in your business or in your life, and you will have a bad thought. And that bad thought always produces another bad thought. And then science shows, within 3-4 thoughts, emotions arise in you. Right? And those emotions, they are so tied up to new thoughts that will create this chain reaction of you enforcing that. Okay, I will enforce more thought and more energy into that thing I am very negative towards right now. And what I'm telling you to do is catching yourself. Thought number 1 that does not align with new you, trying to catch it. That's very hard. I'm so used to thinking like this. It feels loyal to go that way. Obviously, it feels loyal. Thought number 2, thought number 3. And then today maybe you'll catch yourself at thought number 5 instead of thought number 10. And that's good. And then you will realize to go inside again and telling yourself the story. And ultimately, you should just do the very simple steps, because having a totally new life is only having a desire to have it and believing that you have it. And putting the loyalty inside is believing you have it. So the thing you should do to catch yourself is to ground the loyalty within, build more loyalty to the new you within, and stick with it. And stick with it means putting it into a system for most people. It's for some people just the realization that it's okay to just give yourself what you want on the inside. But for some of you, you will need to work yourself out of this old belief system. And with that, I just think you should put it into a system, and that system should just not be hard on yourself. It should just be very easy. Do something in the morning and in the evening. In the morning, tell yourself who you really are. So let's do this. Morning. Tell yourself real you. Tell yourself who you really are. Really do that in the morning. And I'm not talking about who you believe yourself to be or who society taught you to be, but if you could go anywhere without boundaries, which you can because you are not limited in the imaginary world of your inside, then you can just say something. And I would pick I would pick six things. 3 general and 3 specific. And what I mean by general is that I would like for you to tell yourself that every day works out in your favor. I would like for you to tell yourself that you are the greatest human being to ever walk this planet, or whatever you would like to tell yourself. But the 3 specific ones I would like for you to do around the thing you are desiring right now. Because the thing you are desiring is also at the same time your struggle. Otherwise, you would not be desiring it. So if you think you need more business growth or whatever you think you need, then that is also the place you are lacking. The desire always occurs in the place of lack. And then we need to transmute that energy from lack to just becoming it or having it or embodying it. So 3 specific ones about your business growth or the love of your life or your house or your car or whatever. Live it. Through rest of the day, catch yourself. Rest of day, catch yourself. Which means staying loyal. And then I will put an evening here. In the evening, imagine that you just were this new person and stuck to that loyalty and just were that person. What would that person have to worry about in the evening? Nothing. Simply nothing. When you realize that your internal expression is your external expression, the only thing you have to worry about is how is my internal expression, right? And you can give yourself that. So there's nothing to worry about. In the evening, be that internal expression until you fall asleep. So what that means, I call it 1 sacred hour. So high vibes only. I know it sounds fluffy, right? But for the last hour of the evening, read something good, listen to something good, meditate, relax, whatever. Don't go listening to sad songs, reading bad books, watching bad shows. Have this sacred hour where you just embody this version of yourself that is the shit. All right? And then fall asleep in the knowing. And then when you close your eyes, you lay in bed, then you see that scene play out. 10 minutes or however long it takes you. And for some of you, that might take longer actually in the beginning when you visualize this, because for most people starting out to doing this, visualizing the dream scene before sleeping, they will be hit by this euphoria feeling. That you will become happy and unable to sleep because it will produce maybe adrenaline in your body. That's okay. Just keep doing it. Keep at it. That feeling will normalize, and normalization is a key as well. Because then it means that your system now believes it to be just a regular day in your life, that dream life. And when you have that feeling inside of you, then there's non-resistance, and that non-resistance will have it manifest in your life by the end of the day, most probably. So fall asleep in the knowing, and whatever that is for you, just see that scene. Is it a proud parent? Is it a proud partner? Is it cheering with the mates? Is it a car? Is it a house? Is it a vacation? Is it a feeling? Enjoy that scene. Like, don't limit yourself. Is it a bank account number? Is it whatever it is for you? Enjoy that scene every night. It is yours. It is yours, and you should just grab it. Stay loyal to that inside version of yourself that you can pick yourself. So pick the right person to be loyal to. And do that today. And tell me in the comments, who are you picking today? There are no boundaries in the inside world. It is not dependent on anything. Just tell me in the comments, who are you from today, and how are you going to stick with it? Tell me, because I will believe in you. Because I know that if you believe in you, and if I believe in you, then that is you. You only need the 2 ingredients of this wonderful, tasty bread: desire and faith. That equals fulfillment. Yeah. Back to you. Get out of here. Talk soon. Bye.